All right, you want to start us off, Pete, or do you want to start with the guest? All right.
Hey, welcome to this week's memes with Marc and Pete.
Welcome back. We got a great combination of memes to talk about today.
We've also got a guest today.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Marc and Pete and Pete.
Another Pete.
The Pete's are taking over. I don't have a microphone.
The Pete's are taking over. Where's this microphone,
Where's your mic? It's right over there. It's a hot mic.
It's a hot mic. I can hear it.
Can you hear it? I can't hear you.
I can't hear it.
No.
You press solo on the board.
It's coming through. Oh yeah, press solo.
How's that?
Hey.
Oh
yeah.
There we go.
Hey there. My name is Pete.
All right, Pete's in the mix. Pete, I don't know. Do you want to give an introduction? You want to talk about yourself?
Yes, I was born in Des Plaines, Illinois, 1965. It was a cold winter night. My dad said that he had to go to the store in a snow blizzard to get baby formula. That was year one. Do you want to hear year two?
Can we just maybe do it decade by decade, or I don't know.
I don't know what to say. What
I don't know. You live in the building. In general,
Oh, yes.
You're a big guitar guy.
Yeah, I love guitar. I do live in the building. I'm the only person that has an assigned parking space.
Yeah.
Is it assigned, or do you just take it all the time?
I just don't move.
Have you thought of like spray painting a reserved,
Smart.
rectangle around there?
Actually, I'm looking for a really good sticker to put above the no parking sign. Like musicians only, or like Pete's parking, or parking for Pete's.
I had one of those signs when I was like a kid. It was my dad got it for me from like a gift shop somewhere.
Nice.
And it was like, it was like cool guy parking only.
Yeah. So, yeah, I moved here from South Carolina.
Yeah.
Sold my house. First time I've ever lived downtown. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, South Carolina compared to Kansas City, right? Were you in the city of South? Or what's a big city down there? Is there a big city?
I think the largest one's Columbia, the state capital. But I was in Myrtle Beach, a very small beach town. About 25,000 people.
Myrtle Beach is known for its golf course, right?
Oh, yeah. It is the mecca of golf and putt-putt golf.
Really?
And all-you-can-eat seafood.
Huh. Were you pretty good at golfing when you lived out there?
I golfed a lot. I enjoyed it. Golf's very difficult.
What was your handicap, right?
Lowest I ever got was, I believe, like a 5.5.
Yeah, I have no idea what it means. But.
That means basically if a par 72, I would shoot about 77, about.
Okay, so you're just right off a par.
Yeah, it's a long way. I mean, most professionals are plus handicaps, like a +6.
Well, sure.
I'm a -5.
Yeah, but you're not a professional,
No, those golf dreams went away a long time ago.
Like none of us are professional basketball players, but you can still be. I don't know who do you think would win? And Pete and Todd, you and me.
In hoops?
Two on two. Yeah.
I played a lot of hoops when I was younger.
Yeah.
Organized and collegiate.
Oh, okay. So you're feeling pretty confident?
We would beat them.
But
Todd's tall.
Todd's super tall, so he's got that advantage.
But he doesn't.
I don't know. Does he have the competitive spirit, though?
He would he even play in the first place? Yeah.
He probably wouldn't. No, I don't know, to be honest with you. He's not nearly as competitive as I am. So
we'll see if we can organize a pickup game. That'd be a good outdoor podcast, right? 2-on-2 game of basketball.
Yeah, but it feels like it's like 110 today.
Yeah.
So,
well, no, we're gonna have to wait till the fall.
The old guys wouldn't last long.
Yeah, full. I can barely hang out there. Poor Abby, 5 years old. She can't do more than 5-10 minutes outside now.
I get
So-
it. It's murderous outside.
So what's the first meme?
All right. Well, here's the first meme.
Okay. So we explain it because a lot of our listeners they don't have the video. So this one, it's a tweet with a picture of Jerry Seinfeld and George Costanza, and they're at that diner that they're always sitting at. You know, if you know Seinfeld. And it sounds like it's George is saying. So she puts on her Instagram. She puts you on her Instagram story, but it was just your hands. Oh no, that's got to be
That's
Jerry. Yeah, and then George saying, "Just my hands." They're calling it the soft launch, Jerry. Yeah, like that.
Wasn't George a hand model at one point?
He was, yeah, until he burnt his hands in some sort of.
I think you got the laptop because you know.
All right.
I've seen these memes.
Let's see what's going on in this search history. Am I right, guys?
Well, may I interrupt? I don't know if you're aware, but I used to model.
I'm unaware.
Yeah, Hertz. I did shows for Hertz and hotels, but I was really good at the sock modeling.
Sock modeling?
Yeah,
You've got nice ankles there.
I got the
dude.
perfect
Sorry,
feet for
Jeff.
socks.
You got
You know what I
just the right amount of hair on your legs.
I started easy in the glove modeling, and then I got hooked up. Went to the sock.
So you started with hands?
Yeah, because the money's in the sock modeling.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I've never heard of someone with a hand fetish. You know.
Do you want to go back to the sock modeling?
Yeah. Is this real?
No.
You weren't out.
No, I tell people I used to model, and they say, "Oh, really? What?" And I say, "Gloves."
Right, because it's silly because a glove or a sock, it's your whole appendage is covered anyway.
Yes,
So, you know.
that's why I'm so good at it.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was kind of interesting.
So do you get the idea of the meme? So you're not on Instagram, right?
No, no.
Yeah, I held off for the longest time, but once you try it, it's very addicting.
Okay.
Instagram, because you can scroll through. This is where we get all these memes from,
Gotcha.
Instagram. But so couples in their relationships, you know, they take these pictures, or you know, maybe a single person wants to hint that they're seeing someone, you know, but they're not willing to actually, like, you know, post the picture of them with the person. They're not ready for that.
Gotcha.
But so they'll include just you know, some man hands in the picture. Say, oh, you're with a guy, you know.
Oh, okay.
It's called the soft launch.
It's very non-committal. It's
Yeah.
called the soft launch.
Interesting. Okay, I had not heard that one before.
So I've never heard of the soft launch, but I bet that's like a term that's actually being used, you know, by the Zoomers, you know, the youngsters.
Probably.
youngsters.
But it's being explained to us in the context that we understand, which is Seinfeld. I was a big Seinfeld fan. Pete didn't watch Seinfeld, you know.
Oh my god, I love it.
It was the greatest sitcom of all time.
There was a period there I was watching Seinfeld like a lot. But like once I finally started watching it, I was hooked for a while. I fell asleep a few nights on the couch watching Seinfeld,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
I just love the quirky characters, right? Like Kramer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kramer's the
Oh
best.
my god. The hair, the white socks, the way he comes into a room, every little idiosyncrasy. It's just
Yeah,
amazing.
he nailed it. I guess he was like a real perfectionist. I don't know if you ever saw like Seinfeld bloopers or anything, but you know, everyone was cracking up on the set except for what's his name, Michael Richards.
Yeah.
He was just like a consummate professional the whole time, and he would get, you know, a little irked, you know, because everyone kept breaking, and they'd have to start over because it's a funny scene. They can't help but laugh, and I don't know. He was could have done great things if it wasn't for that the racist monologue he went off on. Right? You heard
Michael
about
Richards?
that? Yeah.
I think he was pretty loaded too.
Yeah. That was rough.
So what's the next meme?
Well, I don't want to explain this one. Here, you explain this one.
Can Pete explain
All right, you want to
Have me explain it. Okay.
You explain it.
This is from Tommy Bear.
It's a tweet, right?
It's a tweet. His name is spelled Bayer, but he spells his handle at Tommy Bear.
Oh, I love a good bear.
Oh.
That's quite a wordsmith. The invention of fishnet stockings, fisherman number 1. Help! I got caught in a fishnet. Fisherman number 2. Is it just me, or is Dave looking a little hot? Fisherman 3. No, Dave is not. Is definitely being hot right now. Is that it?
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the invention of fishnet stockings.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and as I look more closely, there's a picture of a kid with like his shirt off and a football helmet. I probably should have looked at that first.
It's a good. Here, let me if I do it to you here. It's the invention of fishnet stockings. Fisherman 1. Help! I got caught in a fishing net. Fisherman 2. Is it just me, or is Dave looking a little hot? Fisherman 3. No, Dave is definitely being hot right now. It's okay.
It's not that good a one, but
It's I
it
think it's
inspires
hilarious.
conversation.
I saw it probably a year ago and shared it, and it just came through my feed again, and I was excited. That was one of my favorite. Because how else were fishnet stockings invented, if not a fisherman falling into a fishnet?
I'm more concerned about how leggings were invented.
Yeah.
Right? What a great invention.
Well, leggings is just very heavy makeup for your legs, right? Isn't it?
I guess so.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's just, I'm convinced that a man invented leggings. Right?
Why do you like leggings?
Probably.
Good opportunity to see a seat, in leggings. That's why I think a man did it, because hey, how can we see beautiful women up close like they have no clothes on? Leggings.
I guess. I don't know. I think it all plays into the same sort of, you should check out Instagram these days. Like, I don't know, maybe it's me, maybe the algorithm has targeted me as a, 30-something single male, but it's just like women shaking their ass and doing all kinds of, hypersexualizing themselves all over. Right? Isn't that most of Instagram Reels?
Sex sells, man. I think it always has.
It does. And so I think, the leggings is just part of that. It used to be, skirts above your ankle, and then it was higher skirts, and now it's just, these are pants, but, here's my camel toe.
You wonder what's like the next evolution of that.
Yeah, Mark really likes that meme. It's like, what? I got a tiny waist and a big bank.
Yeah. Instagram thinks I love that meme for some reason. It's what we just started a new Instagram account, for the podcast, and so it's fun. It's like a blank slate, and I've convinced Instagram. I love what are those dogs I keep liking?
Shelties, Australian Shepherds.
Australian Shepherds. Yeah. Every time I get a reel of an Australian Shepherd, I watch the whole thing and I like it, and like my whole feed is just Australian Shepherds now. It's great.
It sounds like you need another account. One for the shepherds and then one for the regular stuff.
Hey, that's what I got. Yeah.
So here's another one. Top text. It says, "My Spotify playlist when I put it on shuffle," and the picture appears to be from a subway car. Probably late at night, the end of the night, and you've got three different characters here.
Yeah, it's three women that are experiencing three very, very different things right now, right? So it looks like a very sad bride, a crying bride, which is probably
Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, something down that way, you know.
Maybe some Adele.
Yeah, could a lot of country songs. I feel like probably go that direction. And then in the middle,
Sure.
what would you describe the fella in the middle there?
Is that a fella?
Well,
I guess I didn't look that. Goth. Tall, thin, black. Is he wearing like black lipstick? You sure that's a guy?
no, I'm not.
Okay.
I used fella. I'm making it a gender neutral term.
Goth is the first word. that
Yeah,
comes to mind.
looks like there's some skin tight leather pants, some tall black leather boots. There seems to be a raven perched on their
I'm
knee.
sure. Yeah.
You know.
So
Yeah.
so what kind of music? I'm thinking like Nine Inch Nails, Crystal Castles.
I don't know goth that much.
Gore. You know them? Gore.
Oh yeah.
I saw them live.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that? I hear that's a hell of a show.
I passed by, stopped for 30 seconds, and then left.
You didn't
was
want to get
horrible,
You didn't want to get like oatmeal thrown up on you.
Well, besides all the blood, that was no big deal. No, it was like I couldn't hear a melody. It was all like screaming. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. And, it's need a little melody, fellers. Just a little.
Yeah, you got to. It's a different type of art.
Well, back to the meme. Who orders a pizza on their wedding night?
Yeah. So the third person, Pete. You want to explain what the third person is?
Third person. This third person probably went out for a pizza from looks like Luigi's.
She had one job to do, right? With the pizza. One job.
She's fallen asleep on the subway seat, and the pizza has slid out of the box.
Yeah. There's one slice missing from the pizza, which I feel like is just the cherry on top. She clearly ate one slice of pizza. And
Yeah,
then,
I'm thinking
then passed out.
like Third Eye Blind here. Third Eye Blind.
Oh, for her musical choice?
Yeah.
Creed.
If I don't
Nickelback.
Yeah.
No, but I
Passed
think
out with a box of pizza.
that pizza is still edible, at least where I come from. I don't see anything touching the ground.
Yeah, it's got the paper there protecting it.
I'm a huge fan of the New York slice.
We love thin sheets of paper.
So if you woke up and you're like, oh my goodness, I've been asleep on this subway for hours, and your pizza is there, you'd just pack it neatly back into the box. And
If I was asleep, no. Only if she immediately dropped it and I saw nothing touch the floor. Yeah, sorry to disappoint you.
looks like she's down for the count. But yeah, so Spotify playlists. I mean, your music tastes are pretty eclectic. I think all of ours are. If you just took all your Spotify playlists or your Spotify liked songs, however you organize your Spotify and put it on shuffle, it'd probably be something like this, right? It would be some ballad, some maybe heavy rock song, and then I don't know what the
Some sloppy.
Yeah.
I kind of like this. You see imagine what kind of music they listen to. For sure.
Yeah, it's a great picture. This has got to be staged, right? There's a goddamn raven on the one person's knee.
I don't know, man. New York. A lot of crazy shit happens in New York.
A lot of crazy stuff happens around here too, man. Just in Crossroads.
Yeah.
Seems pretty staged. All right, so let's see what whose turn is it? All right, this one pictured. I think it's better to explain the picture before the text.
Sure.
So it's two pictures. One is a sock with Thomas the Tank Engine on it. Just given that trademark smile. And then the next picture is the same sock, but it's inside out, and his face looks kind of fucked up and I don't know, more what's the word you would use?
Disheveled.
Disheveled.
You can see the stitching.
Rough.
You can see the
Aged.
stitching of the sock.
Yeah, they look It's just it's like
Nightmarish.
they've been warioed, you know.
Yeah.
You know, if Thomas the Tank Engine is Mario, we're now looking at the Wario version.
Thomas has a dark side.
Yeah,
Apparently.
it's the dark side of Tom, and so the text, the caption is me on the outside versus me on the inside. You know.
Sometimes it do be feeling like that. For real, for
Have
real.
You ever suffered from depression, Pete? You ever?
I don't think clinically, but yeah, I mean, you get depressed. I don't know about depression.
What a cool answer.
Well-
What a cool guy.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's natural to be a little depressed throughout the day sometimes. Like,
But
oh, my guitar broke, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'd be bummed out for a little bit, but
and I feel like it's something-
I'm not clinically depressed, so I don't know what that feels like. You know what I mean?
Sure. But you know, I'm the same way. And I don't think I have any clinical depression, but you know, sometimes you get bummed out. I did more when I was younger, and as you get older, you know, you kind of learn to. But do you have any trick to, you know, you wake up, feels like it's not going to be that great of a day. What do you do to turn it around?
Recently, well, I've read a lot of Zen books in my 20s and 30s. I just got exposed to that. But just recognizing that, okay, I could be bummed out now, but I'm not always going to feel this way. A couple hours from now, I'll feel fine, or tomorrow, it won't seem like a big deal. So I guess the point was to recognize the seasons of life in that, hey, we're in winter, things are going bad, Ooh, spring's around the corner. A few months from now, my emotions will change.
Yeah.
That's what helps me. Obviously, it's not perfect, but
it's
feelings are
good.
usually temporary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's it's good. I always liked the metaphor of like emotion being like water, like it's like a river. It's like
It flows.
it
Okay,
flows
Can you
Yeah.
catch fish and do stuff like that?
if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all chemicals in the brain, but but this is the look at a deeply troubled person, right? So they're smiling on the outside, but on the inside they're
Twisted and wrong.
they're all fucked up.
It doesn't even look like the same sock.
But it is obviously. Right?
Oh, of course it is, but you know what I mean? It's like the colors are different on the inside, the facial expressions are different.
Haven't y'all ever seen like the inside of like a sweater or something? You flip it inside out and there's all this
Yeah.
like stitching.
Well, I
in there.
used to sew and stuff, so like I know like the reason like say the nose is all blacked out is because there's a lot of detailed line work happening there.
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
it all, just reflects in that way.
See, when I was a sock model, they never explained that stuff to us. They just
Oh.
said, "Where are the freaking socks, dude?"
Back when I was making socks in Bangladesh as a child.
That's unfortunate.
All right, so this is I think it's Pete's turn.
Oh, my turn. Is that Jack White? Yeah, it is Jack White.
Yeah. For the folks at home, what's going on.
Look at that pencil thin mustache. That's sweet. Okay, Jack White looks like Michael Cera dressed up as Johnny Depp for Halloween. Now, that was the funniest one, in my opinion. That is a little Johnny Deppish, especially with
Yeah.
that. He should have like long earrings and a scarf.
They're not
Definitely
wrong.
a scarf.
Well, it's like so he's doing the Johnny Depp style. They obviously share an aesthetic to some degree. With like the fedora hats
Right.
and but he doesn't have the Johnny Depp face to match. Instead, he's got more of like a Michael Cera esque sort of face. So it seems like
He's got a face like a sock model. Is what you're saying.
well, I mean.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know the guy. He
It's-
looks normal to me.
Yeah, but he, it's more of like a boyish, not so much the. I don't know. You know who Michael Cera is, right? You're familiar with the Michael Cera
actor?
films? Yeah, actor.
Oh.
You seen Superbad?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, such a good movie. You didn't like it?
Arrested Development.
Oh yeah, Arrested
I don't watch a lot of
Development.
movies.
It was a TV show.
Oh, I heard about it.
That's a good one,
haven't seen
too.
it. I've heard the name. I'm not good with celebrities and names. If I
Yeah.
saw his picture, I'd be like, oh yeah, that guy's on TV.
Yeah.
He's like the classic millennial celebrity.
Yeah, he's got
Oh,
like
okay.
he's got a really very youthful, nerdy sort of look to him, you know. Like,
Okay.
Yeah,
like not
real
much
awkward, but he's
Yeah.
cool. He like likes to party and stuff.
Okay.
And so yeah, Jack White does look a bit like him. But,
In this picture, for sure. For sure.
but stylistic, he's countering it with all this Johnny Depp-esque.
Well, when you write one exceptional riff that
What's
people
your-
seem to love,
Oh,
This is what happens.
what's your favorite White Stripes song? Pete?
oh, Seven Nation Army. I only know a couple.
yeah,
but
I'm
that
going
is-
to Wichita.
Oh, is he saying that?
Yeah,
I just like the riff. It's a great,
sure
great
makes
riff.
Wichita sound great.
You know, and being a guitar player, if someone could write a simple riff like that, yet it doesn't sound like anything else, he struck gold, man, with that one little riff.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
yeah.
Yeah.
So simple too.
He's
Yeah.
he's an impressive musician, and he's kind of just he's a musician's musician too. Like if you ever like look, he's got his own record label, and I don't know, you know, he collects like weird amps and stuff.
Yeah, weird guitars, all
Yeah.
kind of retro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's cool. I just don't know much about him, but it always amazes me. Like I'll be watching a soccer game, and it's in England, and all of a sudden like they're playing his riff. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh
dun.
yeah, it's like thus. It's
like the
it's like the U.S. is na 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 na. Like
Yeah.
they do
But
that. Yeah.
I imagine. I mean, that must be an amazing feeling. Like to be in a full soccer stadium and they're playing your riff, and you're just sitting there, in your cool hat, hanging out with Johnny Depp.
Yeah. No, he must have an awesome life, Jack White. He seems like super rich for. I mean, I guess White Stripes were a pretty big act, but they're no like Rolling Stones or anything, you
No.
know. But the guy was, Mark Maron has a bit about it where like he like went to Jack White's place and saw that he had all of these hi-fi systems, like these Macintosh,
Yeah.
real high end. And he's like, well, Jack White's got 50 of them. Surely I can afford one of them. And then he goes and it's like $15,000. And he's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems super, I don't know, must be business savvy with the music industry.
Yeah, especially just doing his own label, right?
Yeah, that's got to help. Although it seems like it's just a passion product. Like they're like pressing vinyl and stuff. I watched a thing. So.
Yeah, there's a really neat YouTube video of him, Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin, and The Edge from U2.
Yeah.
And it's three guys, and they're teaching each other songs, like how to play Kashmir. It's pretty cool. Like Jimmy Page is like, okay, here's how you play Kashmir. And you got Jack White and The Edge just like staring at him. He shows him how. And then Jack White said, oh, okay, here's how you do Seven Nation Army. It was really interesting to see legends like Page. Page is probably my favorite guitar player.
So Seven Nation Army was the first song I ever learned on the guitar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the first song I learned on the bass.
Yeah. Learned it before Smoke on the Water.
Smoke on the Water. That brings back memories. Being a little 15-year-old in a music store, dreaming about amps and guitars. And
Yeah. Was Smoke on the Water the first song that you learned?
I think Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
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 That song is pretty famous for the launch of fuzz type pedals and overdrive pedals. Electro Harmonics produced something that they used in that song, and it's just a very, very light overdrive.
Yeah.
But back in the '60s, that was heavy. Anyways, there's one little tidbit about Jack White, Jimmy Page, those kind of guys.
One of like the second or third songs, because Satisfaction, that riff is a little bit, that's some quicker movement than Seven Nation Army. Yeah, you gotta, Crazy Train by Ozzy,
Oh,
like that, just that intro,
Yes.
like spent weeks learning that. Did you learn that too?
No.
It took just that little intro, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've been playing that for a long time. I love Randy Rhoads. I thought he was the best musician that Ozzy has had.
Yeah, I
In my
think so.
opinion.
I mean, the one I think Zakk Wylde is the most overrated. Like we get it, pinch harmonics, awesome.
Flashy. Yeah, really flashy. Really good guitar player,
But
right?
Yeah, he's a great guitar player. But who recorded Bark at the Moon? Was that? Because I love Bark at the Moon
Was
is
that
one of my
Jake
favorite.
Lee?
Yes.
Jake Lee?
Yeah.
He was in the band for a little while. I think he came right after Randy did. After Randy passed.
I think he followed Randy, and he was really incredible. Bark at the Moon is definitely one of my favorite Ozzy songs.
Yeah.
It's ahead of its time. Those riffs.
Oh, yeah. Going back to Black Sabbath, Ozzy was pretty darn crazy back then.
Yeah,
He started off crazy.
He got arrested for pissing on the Alamo while dressed as a woman, because
Nice.
he was passed out in his hotel, and what was his wife? Sharon.
Yeah.
Sharon didn't want him to leave the hotel, so she took all of his clothes. He had no
Okay.
clothes to wear, and so he just put on her clothes, and then went out, got in more trouble, pissed on the Alamo, got arrested for that.
Probably because he was dressed as a woman.
That was Texas.
Well,
wasn't it?
Texas.
Was Texas.
This was probably, what, in the 80s or something, 70s? He also, I think he got arrested for biting the head off of a live bat.
So I had heard that the story
Maybe that's
there.
legend.
Well, there's a mix of fact and fiction there. I've heard different versions of the story, but one that I believe is he thought it was a fake bat. Like there were tons of fake bats being thrown around, and it turns out one bat also, flew into the lights and fell onto the stage, and he thought it was a fake bat, but he didn't realize. like I hear if you look at the footage, I've never done it, I don't think, but if you watch it, when he bites the bat's head off, he runs off the stage immediately afterwards.
Oh, he was freaking out? is what you're
Yeah.
saying? I don't know. Sounds like a marketing ploy.
I don't know. It could have been. This was explained to me by my uncle who worships Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, okay,
And so
okay.
he might be kind of just like an Osbourne apologist and kind of, coming up with.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a big movement. Your laptop back? I don't think we're going to need it anymore. Stop the
How long have we been going?
39 minutes and 7 seconds. Yeah, which is long enough. We can
Yeah.
wrap this up. So this was another episode of This Week's Memes with Marc and Pete.
Marc and Pete.
Thanks for joining us, Pete.
And Pete.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and
Smash that like button.
yeah, get us on the socials and whatnot.
All right.